All right, let's get right into it. We're heading into the kitchen today, but we're bringing along a new tool. Think of it as the most reliable, most creative sous chef you could ever imagine. So what does this actually look like in practice? Let's dive in.
Seriously, just think about that for a second. What if you had an assistant who never gets stressed during a crazy dinner rush, who has perfect recall of every single recipe, every cost, every detail? That's exactly what we're talking about today. How AI is stepping into the kitchen and, honestly, changing the game.
Okay, so before we jump into the solution, we gotta understand the problem, right? Why is something like this even necessary? Well, it's because the modern kitchen, it's a pressure cooker in more ways than one.
I mean, you know how it is. It's this insane balancing act. You're trying to figure out menu costs, train new staff, deal with suppliers, and on top of all of that, you have to be this fountain of creativity, day in and day out. It's that constant pressure that just drains your time and energy.
Okay, so that's the challenge. Now let's talk about the solution. And listen, we're not talking about some super complicated tech that you need a PhD to figure out. No, let's think of this simply as your new digital sous chef.
And this is the most important part to get right. This is a partnership. AI is not here to replace you. It's about collaboration. You, the chef, you bring the magic, the craft, the taste, that gut feeling you have. The AI, it just handles the grunt work, the speed, the data, the efficiency. It basically clears out all the noise so you can get back to what you do best, create.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? AI is not going to start cooking for you. What it is going to do is all the mental prep work, like a digital mise en place for your brain. It organizes everything so you have the time and the clarity to actually cook at your peak performance.
All right, so the philosophy makes sense, but how does this thing actually work? What can it do? Let's pop the hood on this toolkit and see what's inside for every station in your kitchen. So right off the bat, you can see 4 main jobs for your new digital assistant. First, sparking creativity for menus. Second, locking down your costs. Third, making staff training way easier. And fourth, making sure your guests have an amazing experience.
So let's get specific. What does that mean? It means brainstorming new dishes. It means rewriting boring menu descriptions to make them pop. It means analyzing what's selling and what's not, and figuring out how to reduce waste. It can even write up training manuals or come up with cool ideas to wow your regulars. It's a toolkit for the entire kitchen.
Okay, check this out. This is a perfect show-don't-tell example. On the left, chicken breast with mashed potatoes and vegetables. Fine. But look at the AI version on the right. Pan-seared, free-range chicken breast served over a creamy Parmesan-infused potato puree. I mean, come on, that sounds incredible. It goes from just food to an experience. And the best part, that took the AI like 5 seconds to write.
So you're probably thinking, okay, how do I actually do this? It's way easier than it sounds. Rule number 1, talk to it like it's a person, a real sous chef. Give it the details. What's your restaurant's vibe? What's your budget? What are you trying to achieve? And my best advice, start small. Don't try to boil the ocean. Just pick one thing, maybe menu costing, and see how it goes. Build your confidence from there. All right, so we've covered the how. Now for the big question, the why. What's the actual payoff here? Let's get into the real-world results you can get when you start using this stuff regularly. Take menu engineering, for instance, a task that can take hours. With this workflow, in about 30 minutes, you can pull your sales data, feed it to the AI, and boom, it gives you a full breakdown of your winners and losers, what you should promote, and what you should maybe 86 from the menu. It'll even spit out a nice little summary for the bosses. And the result of that 30-minute workflow, you get back 3 to 5 hours a week. That is huge. Think about what you could do with that time. That's time to actually mentor your team, to be out on the floor, or to just, create.
Okay, let's tackle another one that drives every chef crazy, food waste. Here's another quick workflow. This one takes maybe 20 minutes. You tell the AI what you're throwing out, carrot peels, fish trim, whatever. It can spit back creative ideas for how to use it, and then instantly generate a new standard operating procedure for your team to follow.
And the payoff for that 20 minutes? A 2 to 7% drop in your food cost. That is real money hitting your bottom line. Money you can use for better ingredients, or, hey, maybe a raise for your hardworking team. That's when you see how powerful this really is.
Okay, this is obviously a really powerful tool. And with great power, you know the rest. So let's lay down the law. These are the most important rules, because at the end of the day, the chef is and always will be in charge. Think of these as the golden rules. First, your judgment is final, period. The AI suggests, you decide. Second, Protect your data. Don't be putting sensitive guest or staff info in there. Third, and this is a big one, AI is not a food safety expert. You follow your training and the health department. That's it. And finally, the most important rule of any kitchen, you taste everything. The palate is the ultimate judge, always.
And that's really what this is all about. The intelligence might be artificial, but the experience in your restaurant, that's all human. This tool isn't here to take over. It's here to free you up, to give you back the time to be a better chef, a better leader. So the question really isn't if AI is going to change the kitchen. It is. The real question is, how are you going to use it to take your craft to the next level?